See if we go live here. There you go. Why? Yes. Yes. Essentially, yes. And that's the whole point, you know, like if your trade is going in your direction, why not take partials at the bottom? The market has to retrace either way. Why hold when you can take that partial at the bottom and re-add that same contract on top? You know, little details like that is what sometimes it's best to take. Like right now, I took shorts at 0.89, right? Just about there. And then it didn't break structure at the bottom, so I took my profits on the remaining contracts. And now look at it go. It's going against me now. So see how it works? Like you're risking another entry to the downside. And that's the beauty about it. That's the beauty about it. Well, I've been in long since yesterday on the in general. Yeah. No on futures. On paper, yeah. I already took an eval trade there. That's why I sniped it yesterday. I took it with 5 micros. It passed the account. Yeah, I got 1,153 ticks overnight. I left it open. Yep. I did not. I I didn't record it. No, I did not. I still have the trade on right now. Yeah, it's still going. That's why I take it on paper because that's my daily bias. You get what I mean? So overall, it almost hit my target profit. Yeah, I took it on evaluation. hmm You know, and the whole point of this was the fact that we had a we came down into an order block, right? Price action on the daily time frame came down, almost hit the mean threshold, then bounced, right? However, when we bounced, we pretty much took out buy side liquidity, right? So we needed that retracement for one more bounce. So what I'm thinking price action is doing right now is that we're in a bullish trend. However, when price action came down, the imbalance bounce was necessary in order for us to take those equal highs out. You get what I mean? So if we're looking at the daily time frame, we have two red candles, right? We have equal highs, which means what price action is doing today is taking out buy side liquidity. So there's a high probability of today retracement into a premium zone and then coming back down for sell side liquidity, right? So that's what I'm currently thinking. Now, I took this trade on an eval account and on a paper account. And the reason why I like taking them on paper is because I can hold throughout the days. When we're trading on prop firms, we can't hold past market close, right? So that's the reason why I like taking my bias here on the daily time frame. Now, just by looking at that, you can tell that price action before that came down into another imbalance after it broke structure. So look at the candle that got created on January 19, 2024. We broke structure, which means we had a bullish breaker with an imbalance. Price action then retraces into the consequent encroachment and bounces again, right? Yeah. So due to that, we're obviously bullish, right? So now, due to the bounce from yesterday, consequent encroachment, we 100% were bullish because we entered a trade for bullish momentum, right? Now, just looking at how price action is moving today, it seems like equal highs are being taken out, sell side, buy side liquidity sweep. The question here is, can we catch on intraday on the lower time frame? Can we catch that sweep and then enter for shorts? As a market structure shift for sell side liquidity hunt on the intraday, or will we continue running back up? Yeah. So it doesn't matter what happens, right? It's essentially what we want, but it's not a bad trade. I mean, if this would have been a nice hold with four minis, it's up $20,000 right now just with four minis. Yeah. hmm So now all we gotta look for is for the break of structure with an imbalance. You know, I still think we drop lower. in my opinion. Yeah, the 50-minute for rally gap is still high potential. Yeah, we took longs there. So we shorted on top, and then we took longs afterwards. Now, how do we find our target for longs? Go into the 1 hour time frame. All right, you see that giant wick candle that created the all-time highs back on February? Look at the consequent encroachment of that candle. You know what I mean? Finding the consequent encroachment of those candles becomes buy-side liquidity, right? Which means this is a potential target. So yesterday, all we wanted to do was we were looking for price action to come into this consequent encroachment. And then at the same time, when price action went up, it came down into that imbalance from the news candle, came down into a 1 minute consequent encroachment right to the tick, and then bounced, right? So at the end of the day, the question here is, can we catch the entry for longs? Right? So if we can catch the entry for longs here, price action came down into a 1 minute consequent encroachment for rally gap. So at that point, when we entered here at the consequent encroachment, it just continued bouncing, and that's how we ended up targeting the consequent encroachment from 1 hour wick, right? Yeah. Overall, it was a really good day overall. Question here is, can we figure out where this market structure shift is going to happen at? That's what we really want. Yeah. Mhm. 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 Overall, it's pretty good. So I'm gonna go over the charts now. Let's go ahead and start. I'm gonna go over the pre-market stuff. Yep. Okay, let's go ahead and eliminate everything. Good morning, boys. Gamer, good morning. Dutch, good morning. Again. All right. All right. What do we have here? We have equal highs, right? All-time high got disrespected, right? So what does that mean? That means that we're hunting buy-side liquidity, or we hunted buy-side liquidity. That's what pretty much this thing means. Now we have previous day high. We also have previous day low, right? What do we have here? This right here is an order block, right? The question here is, will we come down into the body, the mean threshold of this body, or will we not, right? So this right here is a potential target for shorts. So we're going to go ahead and put daily mean threshold. All right. That simply means that we're looking for the midpoint of this order block. That's what I'll be looking for specifically. So these are main targets for shorts today. What else do we have? Let's go into the weekly. On the weekly section, we took out buy-side liquidity, which means we just hunted it. I'm not going to worry too much about these wicks right here at the bottom. However, these are one of my main targets, maybe for next week. Today, we're going to focus in this specific area. I do not think we're going to drop over 2,000 ticks. I do not believe, at least. All right, price action then has on the 4 hours, we have buy-side liquidity sweep still. We don't have an imbalance. We have an imbalance here that got disrespected. It's pretty common that this guy's gonna get disrespected. There's really no break of structure. There's no bullish breaker. There's no need for us to go longs here. This is trash, right? We always want to see a bullish breaker with those fair value gaps. If it does not have a bullish breaker, I can care less about them. What else do we have? We have a giant wick here. This is definitely liquidity here. We also have a giant wick here on the 4 hours. So one of my main targets for the day today is consequent encroachment from this wick. That's liquidity right there, right? We're looking for stop hunts. A lot of people that went longs have their stop losses at the bottom. So price action is most likely going to want to come down for those, right? So let's go ahead and put 4 hour consequent encroachment wick. Boom. We're going to delete this guy. We're also going to put sell side liquidity here. Sell side liquidity. Obviously, if this guy gets disrespected, we're going to target these guys. So our runners will bank at that point, right? Dropping down to the 1 hour. Why am I so focused on the 1 hour right now? And the reason for that is because we went up, we took out buy sell liquidity, we had a bullish breaker that got disrespected, comes down, converts to an inverse, and then we disrespect it again. That right there is more than enough for me to have lots of differential biases here. Why? Because we came down into this guy, we got the order block at the mean threshold, and we immediately bounced, right? The question here is, what are we going to do for New York, right? So for New York, we're in the middle. We have pre-market low and pre-market high, right? That's what we have. Question here is, if price action on New York goes up and takes out buy sell liquidity, I'm looking for shorts. I'll be looking for a 5-minute time frame market structure shift, or I'll be looking for a 1-minute time frame inverse fair value gap market structure shift. I'll be looking for either or, right? For today, since it's Friday and we want to stay on the safe side, the best case scenario is we stay pretty much solid on the 5-minute time frame so we can actually get a good structure, right? So what I'm looking for is for these buy side liquidities to get hunted so we can take shorts. And I'll be looking for these targets down here. If we break the highs, obviously we break all-time highs. At that point, our targets up here is just infinite. We just don't know where price action might go. So at this point, I'll be looking for shorts. That way I have targets, right? However, let's say we break the highs. Let's say we're doing one of these guys. Goes up, comes down, goes up, comes down, and we break the highs. Comes back down, goes back up, comes down, and then immediately breaks the high again. At that point, I will 100% risk an entry for longs. Right? 100%. Because at that point, price action is showing you that it wants to continue going higher. Right? We came down, failed to break structure. We go up, failed to break the top, but then we come down, we make a failure again, and then immediate reaction for highs, and it comes back down into an imbalance. That right there is a good sign for me to enter longs, right? So I am not going to take it off the first break. Let's say this is all-time high, because that could be a hunt. So I'll give it a chance to show me that it wants to create another break of structure. That's what I'm going to do today, right? So if I take a loss there, I'm okay. Because at that point, we gave it a shot. We went in with the trend. Obviously, the trend is 100% bullish overall, right? So why counter it? The only time I'm going to counter if we break the highs, we come down, we go into an internal high, and then we do one of these guys. At that point, I'm looking for this entry to the downside. So we're going to be patient today, and we're going to look for a 5-minute entry, same as we did yesterday. I'm looking for a retracement somewhere around this area. Price action should go ahead and retrace. But I'm also looking for the high and low of 930 open. That's what I'm looking for. So let's go ahead into the 1 hour. We're going to have pre-market high and all-time high right here. So we got pre-market high, and then we have pre-market low, which is sell-side liquidity. So we're going to leave it like that. On the 50-minute, we had a nice reaction here. We went ahead and we took shorts at the consequent encroachment earlier, right? We took shorts at the consequent encroachment, came down about 150 ticks, and we took profits out here. As you guys can see, price action was consolidating. I got stopped out on my add-ons, and then obviously price action is now pumping. So little details like that, it's always good to know and take a risk for. Alright, what's next? 5-minute time frame. What do we have down here in the 5-minute? We have wicks, and we have an imbalance here. I like to see price action react from here, going to shorts. I like to see that on the 50 minutes. On the 5-minute, we just have a wick up here. We have an imbalance here at this wick, so this is a possible reaction here. Break a structure. Yeah, so I'm gonna wait. I won't take longs here. It is possible, but I'm gonna wait to see if this guy gets disrespected. Overall, that's pretty much what I want to see today. I mean, let's go ahead and target these guys. Main target for shorts. And then looking for a hunt. That's what we're looking for. I'm looking for a hunt up here. Let's go ahead and split the screen, and we're gonna jump in onto ES. Delete everything. Start from the daily. All right. What do we have here? We have buy side liquidity. We have all-time highs. Buy side liquidity, all-time highs. We also have previous day high. We also have previous day low. Not only that, we're going to go ahead and mark down the midpoint of this wick. Daily consequent encroachment wick. Obviously, we bounced off a fair value gap here, as you guys can see. Bounce off of this imbalance. On the 4 hours, we have a giant wick. This is liquidity, so I'm looking to see if price action is going to want this liquidity. I got nothing else on the 4 hours. I'm going to leave this guy open for more of a sniper shorts position. What else do we have down here? There's a bunch of imbalances down there. I'm not going to worry too much about it. I'm going to see if buy side liquidity wants to get hunt, and then we'll look into shorts. On the 1 hour, we have pre-market high. I'm not going to mark pre-market high. Previous day high is more than enough for me. Previous day low, I am going to mark. I mean pre-market low. I'm looking to see if we're going to have a reaction here. I'm looking for shorts, right? So that's what I really want today. Which we're currently reacting from. So I want to see if we can react into a market structure shift for downside momentum. On the 50-minute, we're in an imbalance here, order block here. And we have targets here for sell side liquidity. So we're going to go ahead and put this guy on the 50-minute. And that's going to be sell side liquidity. This is going to be my main target for shorts. Shorts for runners. What news is today? For news, we have PMI at 10 a.m. That's going to be nice. Very, very nice. Shorts for runner, and main, oh, rip. Main target for shorts right here. So I'm looking for this guy to get annihilated and then this guy to be taken out. So, and on top, we're looking for BIS liquidity hunt. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for a hunt, right? Does not matter where. I don't care if it's this level, or this level. What I really want is to see the hunt. BIS liquidity hunt and then down. So what are we looking for? We're looking for a market structure shift. We want to break a low with a fair value gap. That's what we want to look for. However, we do have news at 10, and it is a 3-star red folder, which means we cannot take trades with our funded accounts today. Not at that time, at least. So overall, this is what I have. Both sections right here. So we'll go ahead and put shorts for this guy, and then we'll put this guy here. I'll take a screenshot for you guys to have. Boom, 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 boom. All right, there we go. So on the 5-minute here in NASDAQ, we do have a 5-minute fair value gap that we can possibly bounce off from. Personally, I'm going to stay away from the market until maybe 10:20 because that 10 a.m. news is going to make things volatile. After 10:30, 10:25, that's fine. I mean, even 10:30 would be the best, honestly. Just stay away. The whole point is just to stay away from that gamble. Apex sees it as a gamble. Oh yeah. What is your bias for pre-market today? You think we pump? We think we dump? Anybody? What do you guys think? Now, I can explain to you guys the trades we took this morning. So, we went ahead and we took shorts. Well, I took shorts and I took longs. And I'll show you guys why. The reason why I took longs here was because price action reacted from this inverse fair value gap and it reacted from this BISI. Price action then went up, failure to go higher, comes down into the order block at the mean threshold, and then we bounce, right? So I went ahead, I took partials here because at this time we had a inverse fair value gap in this specific area, right? So due to that inverse fair value gap, I figured, okay, if price action is really bearish, it's going to react from here and it's going to continue going lower. So I went ahead and took some partials there. Price action then comes down, failure to go lower, goes back up, and then takes out this consequent encroacher on the 50-minute. Now, as you guys can see, price action at this time comes into a consequent encroachment 5-minute. However, due to price action, I chose to enter based off the 50-minute. Why the 50-minute? Because on the 50-minute, there's a higher chance for it to be respected due to a massive cause of break of structure. This section right here, this candle over this candle broke all of this liquidity. Then this trend dropped and took out these external lows, this liquidity right here. What does this mean? A lot of people that were in longs had their stop losses below this guy. What did price action do? Comes down, manages to take out stop hunts, as you guys can see on this giant wick right here. Comes down, takes out all of these guys from these two, and then it continues to pump, right? The respect we had here at the mean threshold from this order block, we come down into the midpoint, and then we continue rattling up. Price action then gets respected at the consequent encroachment of this 50-minute SIBI, and then we come down 150 ticks. However, when I was looking at price action, I dropped down to the 1 minute. I took some partials here. We broke structure. We failed to break structure with an imbalance. Goes back up. I did an add. Comes back down. I take another partial here due to this nasty wick. Price action then goes lower. I take another partial. Goes back up into this order block. I take an add-on. Comes back down. As you guys can see, we failed to go lower. Price action then goes back up to this SIBI order block. So I added one more position, but then I get stopped out. So I take most of my position here, and I get stopped out. Well, not stopped out, but I took most of my profit just about this candle right here, right? And this was a good call because look at price action went ahead, and it did go against me after all, right? Now, the reason why I left my stop loss here and I took out most of my profits is because we kept failing to go lower here, which means this consolidation here is telling me that it does not want to go lower, that there's enough momentum for it to go higher, right? What else do we have here? We have a volume imbalance and a BISI. What did price action do? It came down to this final BISI here. Now, this guy right here, I believe this guy's not going to stay open today, right? So straight up, once we take shorts, I will take partials here. We might have a reaction, and this is going to be one of my main targets for the day. That guy right there. So like I'm looking for price action to come down, break structure with an imbalance so I can jump in and then target all of these lows. That's what I'm looking for. I'm actually digging this feature right here. This is the 5-minute time frame, by the way. Yeah. So right here, we know that on the 5-minute, we're disrespecting this BISI, right? Which is right here as well. Question here is, will we come down and disrespect and body close below it to convert into an inverse? Or it seems like it's being respected and then going to bounce, right? So it doesn't matter at the end of the day. We have to stay patient and just wait till then, right? We also have news here at 10 a.m. So we can't do much about it anyways. PMI. PMI. I like to see this happen and then come down to the 50 and then have another reaction here. What do we have here? Equal highs. I said we do one more hunt. One more hunt. Unless this is the buy side liquidity hunt. Failure to go lower, it goes up, takes it out, balance things out, comes down, disrespect, fair value gap, price action can then drop and continue going lower. Right? I'm personally going to stay away though. That's what I'm going to do. I want to see much more details. Many more details. Dun, 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 dun. See if we can get some background music here. All right. This one play. What are you? What are you looking at, gamer? What time can I trade with funded after 10:30 a.m. for what? Even after 20 minutes is fine. Music? Can you even hear the music? Oh, I have caps on. Mm. Alright, let's see what we do. We got 9 more minutes for news. I'm looking to see if news breaks these buy side liquidity and then drops. That's what I want. I want something like this. So we can break structure and come back into it. That's what I would like to see personally. I sent you a link. It's a good song. Alright, let's check it out. Where did he post it actually? Mm. Mm. Do 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 do. What are you guys looking at? Oh. My Funded Futures is having a trading competition starting today actually. I was thinking about joining. I should have, but I think it's too late already. Should have registered yesterday. I think it was like $40 for the registration. Actually, they the winners get pretty good prizes actually. I think first place takes full on profits, and then second place takes I think 50% profits. I'm not too sure. Third place takes a discount, like a 30%, and fourth place or 10% of fourth place winners get like um what was it, 10% discount on their funded or their evals. Yeah. Yeah. I'm looking for external highs and lows. We have external highs so far, right? So we have high. Question here is, will this be the low, right? Now, if this is the low, this is going to be our low, right? External low. Just from this specific, from 9:30 to 10 a.m. macro. And then I'm looking for the breakout, which means will be my fake out. And then I'm looking for the opposite rate. So this is what I want to see. And then obviously I want it to pump up for me, right? Obviously. So we'll stay away until then. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. We got 4 more minutes, guys. 4 more minutes. What's up? Yeah, potential. What do we have here? We have a 15-minute SIBI. Let's mark it down before we forget, right? $50 tend to be respected, but looking for a hunt. Hunt. Bum, 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 bum. See what happens. Got 2 more minutes. Do, 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 do. Once this candle closes, let's see. Oh, I chose this. Probably should, huh? Some Valorant playing. See, Gamer and I are gonna have to live stream some Valorant gameplays. See how I tilt on when neon. Alright, we got a couple seconds here. See what happens. Alright, we get a pump. Bullish news. Yeah, bullish news. Alright, we just got a buy side liquidity hunt. Possibly. This could be the fake move. 100% can be the fake move. We could short this soon. Do 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 do. Damn, pump didn't really do much though. Just an aggressive pump. So we should see this drop. Drop, drop. No, not really. I got nothing this weekend. Just gonna chill home. We got a speech at 10:15. That's a speech. It's not a red folder, so it's not really a big deal, gamer. I guess the trade with the funded. All right, let's see if price action wants to go ahead and come up to this 50% here and then die. See if it wants to do that. What up, Nuke? We're looking for this right here. This is what I would like to see. Into 50%. And then rejection, you know? That's highly possible. We came down to an imbalance here. See what happens. We've been gambling too much lately, so there's no need for us to force a trade. Those 90% Apex came out at the bad time. Oh yeah, the inflation did come out higher than the previous one. But it came out just as forecast. We should go down though. This right here is a most likely a hunt. So I'm looking for that break of structure to the downside. That's what I'm looking for. We're gonna short it. I'm shorting today. We're gonna hold this shit. There you go. This thing wants to calm down. We should calm down. So far, our bias, our price action reading, has been on point. We expected a pump and then we expect a dump, right? We have an imbalance here, possible imbalance, possible. The 5-minute wick is actually pretty good, dude. We actually like it. We need at least 50% right here. So you see this 5-minute wick? We should come up to the 50%. That's what I would like to see. And then take a rejection, right? We're going to reject like this on the 5-minute. That's what I would like to see personally. I mean, we can even short it right here off the 1-minute. This could be a nice short. Put our stop loss at the high, anticipating that this is the high of day, right? That this was a hunt. What do we have here? We have pre-market high hunt. So pre-market high, buy side liquidity hunt. Now we expect sell side liquidity to be rated, right? That's what our expectation. So if we really want to like enter a trade, even with an eval, this is worth it. I'll wait for it to hit the consequent encroachment and we can take shorts. But not until then, there's no need to. And that's like an eval trade. It's not even a funded trade. For a funded account, we want to wait for an actual break of structure with an imbalance. No need to be so aggressive and risky. We're going to put break and close below lows with imbalance. That's what we'll do. I'm looking for 50% of the wicks. That's what I'm looking for. I'm going to trade on P8. Hell yeah. Yeah, let's see if we can get a bit more pump. A tad bit. Remember, trend is still bullish, right? Anything we do right now, we're countering trend. We're going against the trend. So, just so you guys know. That's funny. We're at the 50% now. Let's see what happens here. $15 still strong right now. We got 6 more minutes on the 50-minute for ES. Alright, ES is just about at the 50% right here. This is a good opportunity for shorts. Let's see what happens. I'm going to stay away for right now. I mean, if I were to take this, we'll probably take this on. Yes, honestly. How much? What's the stop loss? We got about 29 stop loss. We're looking for pre-market low. Yeah, it's not a bad stop loss. Not a bad stop loss. We could definitely see this happen on ES 100%. See what Anki wants to do here. I'm not in any trades right now. I'm still waiting to see what price action wants to do. This right here would be an eval trade. I would not trade this on my PA. No way. It's a valid entry, don't get me wrong, but this is just a different strategy, right? This is not a confirmation, hey, we're 100% bearish. No, this is just out of all the probabilities there are, and just looking at price action, we understand that there's always a high probability that these 50% get respected and then we drop, right? But just because of that doesn't mean I don't have enough back tests or experience back testing this and forward testing this setup right here. So here and there I do take the risk, but today I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to take it here because you see how on NQ we're still pumping. We disrespected this 5 minute. On the 1 minute, we're also disrespecting this. Price action can then come back down into this imbalance and pump, right? But I'm looking for shorts today. I'm not looking for longs. The only time I'm gonna look for longs if we break structure once again. Then at that point I'll take the risk. But then again, that could also be the final pump and then I enter at the wrong time, you know? You just never know. The accumulation looks good. Yes, it does. Still looking good. How's the 15-minute look? You see how on the 15-minute we broke structure. We didn't leave imbalances. Price action immediately comes down, does a large wick, closes everything out, and then continue going higher. This to me is a hunt. I'm looking for a hunt so we can break to the downside, right? So I'm patiently waiting for shorts. ES is looking good right here. Failure to go higher. What does that mean? NQ is currently hunting buy side liquidity. ES has no momentum right now. So this could be a hunt right here. What do we have up there on the 1 hour? That's all-time highs again. See on the daily. Yeah, we're at all-time highs again. Jesus. Infinite moves, right? Infinite targets. See how we're breaking structure? We need a close above a high with an imbalance for us to go longs. Without it, there's no need to go longs. ES is still being respected at the 50%. NQ is not. See what happens here. Another all-time high. Yes, sir. I still think we go down though. This right here is most likely a hunt. Price action is being respected here at the 50% for ES. We just papered entry this, right? We're gonna mentally take this trade here. Let's see what happens. That's why I don't like to rush things, because sometimes these guys take out big red candles and then people play the breakouts and then we get fucked, right? Price action then comes back down. Sometimes their stop losses are below that candle and then this guy hunts them and they continue going higher. But every single time we break, we just broke this guy without an imbalance. We did break this guy right here with an imbalance. So there's a potential bounce here, right? Price action can then come back down, go here, and then bounce. A potential right there. So not until then, there's no point right now. ES is still respecting this area here. Mentally, we're in drawdown right now. This was a pretty good entry for longs. Oh, got almost 400 ticks. That's on the 1 minute. What about the 5 minute? Broke structure, came into a fair value gap and jumped. Yeah, that's not bad actually. What time was this? This was 9:45. Alright, let's go ahead and delete this. All right, we just broke structure. We closed above the highs. Possible imbalance here. Possible. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm looking for shorts for that reason, dude. I mean, there's no target here. We don't have targets for longs. So it's an infinite void, you know. This trade right here was awesome. How much was the risk? About a 46 tick risk. That's not bad. You know, 372 ticks so far. Not too shabby, honestly. Too bad we couldn't enter. Yes, it's still in drawdown. Yes, can still go higher into this buy side liquidity. All-time highs. That's possible. Da da na na na. Dun, 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 dun. The beauty about today is that we stay patient, win or lose. It's okay. It's okay. What time is this? 7:15. 7:18. I'm looking for this. A failure and continuation to the downside. That's what I'm looking for. Let's go ahead and do this to this guy. There you go. Dun, 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 dun. So the reason why I'm not going to take shorts here is because we never lift the BISI, right? We want to have a BISI here with a SIBI that converts into an inverse for value gap where we can short, and this tells us that this is all-time high. But since we didn't have one, the BISI's all the way down here, I'm not going to take shorts here. Yes, still looking good for these shorts. We still haven't been stopped out. This is not a bad trade. 93 ticks on exchange for 29. It's not a bad trade. Dun, 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 dun. Bam, 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 bam. Did he leave another trade open? Did you blow that shit? $16. $16. On the 5 minute, we didn't leave a fair value gap. Yeah, see, broke structure closed above, no imbalance. This is not a bullish move right here. Bearish move. Bum. 15-minute for value gap long. Let's see what we have. Are you talking about this guy that's currently being created? We still have 7 minutes on this candle, so we still gotta see if this is a possible bounce. Is that the one you're talking about, Ram? It looks good. Bullish breaker with a bullish for value gap. How much is the risk though? We're looking at about 133 tick risk. That's possible. The only problem with that is like you don't have targets. What are you gonna do? 2-to-1 ratio? That's the only thing we could do, right? That's the only thing. It's like to me, whenever I don't have targets, I personally just stay away. Like I'd rather miss the trade. That's because whenever I trade for value gaps, I make sure that I put 10 ticks below the stop loss for value gap, right? So if it's at 127, just at the bottom, I have to do 137. So then I have to aim for 2-to-1 ratio, right? Obviously, the smaller the for value gap, the better. But in reality, I'm looking for shorts. I'm looking for a market structure shift to the downside. Like I am expecting this guy to die, retrace, and then continue going lower, right? Yes, it's still being respected here. So we're currently in this trade right here. We're mentally inside this trade. We're wanting to see if price action is gonna come and break the lows. That's what we want. On the 5 minute, now if you really want to go longs, this right here would be the entry. This is a valid risk. I mean, we just don't know, right? Now, do we have a target for buy side liquidity? Yes, we do. 100%. Yeah. 2.5 standard deviation. Yeah, 2.5 standard deviation. This would be the best risk, honestly. 100% valid risk. But it's not worth it for me, honestly. I'm just going to wait for the lows to get broken. Not even that. I mean, this can bounce, right? But then we have London close in 30 minutes, which means I'm looking for a price to bounce for buy sell liquidity hunts, and then at London close, I'm looking for that reversal. You know, the power of three, pretty much. That's really what I want to see. Overall, longs obviously is always the best deal. Reason why is because the trend is bullish. But I like to counter trend. I love the market structure shift. Alright, so we just had a failure to go lower. See if we have a failure to go higher, and then we break the low. That's what we want to see. No risk, no reward, guys. We don't take a risk, we won't make shit. Yeah, this would be the best entry right here. If you guys really want to go longs, best risk is this guy, 100%. I will put my stop loss below the protected low. This right here is like a protected low to me. 2-to-1 ratio is valid. Obviously, we hit the break of structure from our time highs. That puts it at 2-to-1, 2-to-5, 2.5. So, and then at that point, obviously, leave runners for the void. That will be the best scenario. Valid risk though. You're gonna take longs and then shorts. Hell yeah, gamer. See those 400 tick profits, you know? On ES, we're about to get stopped out, or we did get stopped out actually. We got mentally stopped on this trade. I'm not in the trade, guys. You're gonna see my limit order if I get in the trade. Not a big fan of the 5-minute yet. Alright, so what I want to see is a failure to go higher. I want it to break structure. And I want it to break structure with an imbalance. That's what I really want to see. I'm going to short today, guys. I'm shorting. Bam, 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 bam. We currently have SMT. As you guys can see, ES is pumping and NQ is dumping right here. I'll show you guys on 5-minute. See the SMT right here? So ES needs that buy side liquidity hunt. Now we're looking to see if price action wants to drop lower. That's all I care about. Gamer says he's gonna take one longs and then gonna short the market. Hell yeah, gamer. See it happen. Let's see it happen. I'm targeting these guys right here. This is my target for today. I'm targeting this guy, and then I want to target this guy right here. That's what I'm going for. I'm looking for this to happen at least at 11 a.m. Yeah, looking for one more dump. Dump with an imbalance. Now we were scalping 100%. Short it here, bounce at the longs, short it up there. All right, what do we have here? See this BISI CIBI inverse rally gap. That's good. That's good. Break a structure with an imbalance. That's what we want to see. I'd rather take this risk, personally. Stop loss, just about the highs. I'm shorting this. My target is this guy down here. So we break structure with imbalance. I would like to see this candle close below the low. It makes me feel much better about the setup. Close below the low, then a bounce. We got 4 more seconds. Whoo. This just became a riskier play right here. But we'll see, we'll see. I don't think this guy gets respected either way, but we're going to short this. We're going to short this. 5 minute. We just broke structure. Let's see if this guy leaves us an imbalance. If it does, we're going to short here 100%. I will take this on my PA account. See, we bounce off of this order block here. Right here. Remember, for longs, if we're entering longs here, stop loss is at the protected low. I would do 10 ticks below this low right here. So I would do this. And then obviously we're aiming for the highs. So this would be my stop loss. That's what I would do. As much as I do want it to pump here, so I can enter shorts, I'm not going to enter longs. I want to see a break of structure here. I wanted this candle to close below the low. That's what I wanted. This candle to close below this low with an imbalance. So then price action can then bounce, come into the imbalance, and continue going down. On the 5 minutes, you guys can see we're not breaking the low. We need to close below this low with an imbalance. That's what we're looking for mainly. So if I really want this candle to close below low, I need this guy, this protected low, to get disrespected. Or close somewhere in around this area. And we have about 50 more seconds. So we need to close around this area right here. That's what we really need. We need the body to stay below. Alright, next potential bounce. If this protect the low is invalid, we can have a bounce here at the mean threshold. Alright, we got 17 seconds left. Come on, buddy. Just stay below. Alright, we close below the low. Let's see if we leave it in balance now. We got 5 minutes to leave it in balance here. That's all we care about. If we go all the way up here to this inverse, we're gonna close this imbalance, and that's not a good thing. So we need a reaction from here. We need a reaction from this SIBI right here. We need a rejection. If you're in longs, you should be green. Right, we took some longs here. If you took some. Stop loss at the protect the low. And we'll be in longs like this. I want to see this guy get respected, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, see how we're closing this imbalance right here? I didn't want that. You took long? Hell yeah. See that shit bank for you, buddy. Good entry. Good entry. I'm staying patient. I'm bearish for today, that's why. So I'm gonna stay patient. 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes. I'm gonna short it from here, guys. I will short from right here if we leave this guy open. 100%. Do 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 do. We got a couple more minutes left. I want to see this. I want to see a bounce from the 50% into the 5-minute for value gap and then rejection. That's what I like to see. It happens, man. If it doesn't, we take a loss, or I take a loss and GG, you know. Now, the only thing I don't like about this is the fact that we haven't taken out anything here. So I don't like this. Like right now, we're still bullish, but it's a risk I'm willing to take right now. And I'm gonna put my stop loss at the highs. One partial taken, stop loss at break even. Good shit, dude. When do you take partial? You take partial like at the 50 tick mark? I'm gonna short it, guys. I'm gonna short it. We still got a couple more minutes, seconds. Risky entry here, but I'm gonna go for it. Very risky. I'm gonna go for it due to this inverse as well. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be adding at the inverse. So I'm gonna go in with 5 micros, and then I'm gonna add 5 more on top. And I'll put my stop loss at the highs. If it's a loss, it's a loss. If it's a win, GG. Even if it's a loss, GG. Do not take this, guys. This is very risky. Do not take this. I like to risk the reward, so I'm going to go for it. How's ES looking right now? ES came down for the lows. ES still needs to grab this imbalance down here, so there's a lot of potential for short still. ES should go ahead and come up to this imbalance here and then reject it. we should go up here and then come back down. That's what I would like to see personally. Remember, guys, do not take this trade. This is risky. I'm personally taking it though, just because my bias is bearish, anticipating that this is the hunt. See if ES can pump a bit more, just a bit more. We have inverse for value gap here on ES, and we have a SIBI on top. We have the SIBI at the bottom on NQ, but we have the inverse on top. So price action didn't come up to the SIBI. Let's see if price action wants to go a bit higher. I do not want this to be a breakaway gap. I want us to be tapped in. This is also we're talking about what? A 1 tick for value gap right here? Maybe? We got 2 tick for value gap. Oh Jesus. Let's go ahead and enter right there. We're gonna enter at the consequent encroachment of that 5-minute. That's what I'm gonna do. Very risky move. Obviously, there's not a lot of detail here that we want to go lower. I'll be trimming at 50 ticks for first partial. That's what I'll be doing. And I'm going to add some contracts here at the inverse. Let's go ahead and add 3 contracts here. And then I'm going to add a BISI liquidity 3 more. And then we're going to do this. And then I'm going to do this. 8, 9, 10, 11. Boom, 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 boom. I'm going to look for these guys right here. Do not take this trade, guys. It is risky. There's literally nothing telling me that it wants to go lower. I'm just anticipating that this inverse for value gap is going to be the high, the rejection point, the resistance point. We're currently at the SIBI right here on ES. I want to see a rejection here. So I want ES to go down and grab this guy. That's what I want. We take a loss, we take a loss. If I take a win, we take a win. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, Ron, what's your target for those longs? What are you targeting? Buy side liquidity? Bum, 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 bum. Dun, 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 dun. 55 ticks this time. Not too shabby. See if ES breaks these highs here. $88.75, $96.75. Then runner. Hell yeah. Nice, nice. I like it. I'll be your liquidity buddy. That's what I'll be. Hunt down my stop losses, they say. Yeah, I'll probably put my stop loss 10 ticks above these highs. So if it's at, say for example, if it's here, got about just about there right here. So I'll put my stop loss. I like to see ES drop down from here. Breaks the high, it's not looking good for us, right? I'm gonna trust this inverse for value gap here. So I'm gonna do. Alright, he is about to break the highs. Very, very bad for us. Or for me in this case. Rom just got his second trim here at 86. Or 88 soon. So you're almost there. Good shit on those longs, buddy. Good shit. So I'll probably lose about, we're looking at about $270. That'll take a loss on here. It's not too bad. For 11 contracts, it's not too bad. All right. He has just hunted by sell liquidity. So I'm anticipating that these are hunts, right? That doesn't mean I'm correct. That's literally all I'm anticipating. I'm anticipating that these are hunts. So that's why I'm going in shorts. You know, I could be wrong 100%. That's the reason why I took shorts. See how the 5-minute looks. Oh yeah, we closed above the high with a 5-minute for value. Yeah, I would add on too. Fuck yeah, 100%. Bum 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 bum. We're still in a bullish trend. See, very risky. We never broke a low or damaged the low. So I'm just anticipating that this is a high of day. That's all I'm doing. Very risky trade. That's why my stop loss is all the way up here, right? Because I'm anticipating that this is a high of day. Now, if you guys want to de-risk, anybody who entered, I would de-risk right here. We're down, what, $70 right now? Perfect time to de-risk, 100%. If this converts into an inverse, I'm adding. If it doesn't, then I'll take the loss. This is potential add-on for longs right here. But if it's an inverse, potential add-on for shorts. So I would de-risk right here, break even. So I hope you guys de-risk here. I'm gonna hold to my plan, so I'm gonna take the loss. If it's a loss, I'll take the loss. If it's a win, it's just a win. But I gotta stay true to what I like to choose. Normally, I de-risk and then it goes my way, and then sometimes I don't follow the plan and it doesn't go my way. So at this point, you just gotta trust it, right? If you're wrong, you're wrong. If you're correct, you're correct, right? So one tick from second partial, fuck. That's a pain in the butt. So I hope you guys de-risk. If you're in heavy. The reason why I say de-risk is because, let's say for example, we are bullish, right? We're gonna bounce from here. But if you de-risk and we are bearish, it's gonna come back into this inverse. And then that's a potential add-on, right? So in my case, I'm just gonna hold because this is my original entry, right? But this is just because I gotta respect the rules that I have. But if I were playing differently, it's always good to come down, de-risk some here. Obviously, we were up like 8 ticks. If it does go against you, then obviously you take a smaller loss. But even the one that you just de-risk gives you enough profits to not take a big loss. But my bias here is bearish. So I'm anticipating that this right here was a hunt. That this guy right here is the high of day. Why? Because whenever we broke these highs, we didn't break with momentum. We didn't break with imbalances. So due to that reason, I'm anticipating that this guy right here, there's a high probability that this guy was going to be respected. That's why I entered. Now, there's still a SIBI here, so this guy could still die. Once we break structure below the low, this stop loss will come down. Not until then, I'm just going to let it breathe. There's another chance for de-risking here. I want 50 ticks. I want an inverse for value gap with 50 ticks. That's what I want. If we break structure with an imbalance, we're going to add more. So far, it's not looking good, right? This little guy right here is being respected. Doom, 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 doom. Yeah. What time is it right now? 10:53. We're almost there. London close could also give us one more pump though. That's a problem. Because we normally have one more hunt for London close and then we dump. Right? So that's a huge, huge risk. ES is still pumping. That's not good for us. Hey, Rom, it might go for your partial, man. Or your second partial. It's looking good for that second partial. I don't know what's going on here on ES, but it's being respected so much in this section. Yeah, I'm looking at the 1 minute. No idea. Seems like it's gonna be a buster trade though. Bust. Still looking good. Look for buys there. One more hunt possibly. So we're gonna do 10 ticks above these highs. Then we're looking at 87, 87, 97. Right there. So we're gonna put a stop loss right there. That's our stop loss. I'm in on EVAL right now. What do you think about to move the stop to 170? Who, me? Yeah, I would do your stop loss at 170. Your break even at least. Like your runners. That way you secure some profits. I'm adding 2 more contracts here. You know, we're gonna make it 3. And then we'll do 14. 182.25 add-on. I mean, you should have added here, dude, at the BISI. Since you were in longs, you should have added here at 175.25 was your add-on. Because you add at the bottom, goes back up, didn't break structure with imbalance. Then it goes up, comes back down and it leaves you that inverse, right? Inverse for value gap with a BISI. That was your potential add-on. Obviously, you should have trimmed here, which you did. You took partials. Oh, actually, I missed you by a tick. But your add-on here should have got you your partial, and then this add-on is one makes you more money. Yeah, I'm about to get stopped out. Technically, you did. Out of these wicks is your buy side liquidity. I took a loss here, guys. That was a good longs. Very, very good longs. How to go from a bias on this one? Watch this be the hunt that we fucking die from here. It's gonna be very, very disappointing. What we did was we damaged the highs, but we didn't close above the highs, right? Like that's what this candle didn't do. But the entry there for the add-on, I would have added because of this, right? My bias is bearish, so that's why I took the shorts, but I would have added because of this guy right here. I'll be right back. I'll hit the bathroom real quick. Ba-da-dun-dun-dun. I'm loving it. Watch me get hunted and then it dies. He has just took a buy side. Where's the London still? Did he? Are you still holding runner's rum? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Kerberos. Oh, you're looking at the 5 minutes. That's what you're talking about. Yeah. Well, on the 5 minute, yes, 100%. But see, for add-ons, I always look for a conviction on the 1 minute time frame. Always. Like the risk is always worth it on the 1 minute time frame because since you add it down here, this right here doesn't give you enough confidence or enough detail for you to continue going long, right? But then when it comes up here and it disrespects this guy with so much momentum, damages the high, price action then comes back down and gets the inverse for value gap, right? So that right there should have been your add-on because then your average moves somewhere around this side, which means this becomes a protected low, this candle right here. So your average should have been below here. So at that point, your stop loss is at break even, and this add-on is a potential risk for more money, right? For more profits. So if you enter with 4 cons only, let's say for example you took one contract here off or 2 contracts, then you're only going to add 1 contract. You never want to add more than what you took off. You should have added just 1 contract. If you're taking out 2 partials, just 1. That way your average doesn't hit so hard. Bum, 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 bum. I see what you mean. Yeah, well, I mean, I was in shorts myself though, right? So it's all good. But that's I'm just saying based on how whenever I do my add-ons, that's the reason why I do add-ons. You know, I always risk the contracts I break even with the average for potential more profits. That's what I always do. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I mean, I got waked out earlier today, and I'll show you. For example, look at this here. I took shorts right here at the consequent encroachment of 15-minute for value gap. Comes back down, I take partials due to this liquidity, right? Goes back up, then it comes down to this just an eval. Oh, this is an eval for me as well. Price action then comes back down right here into this order block. So I take a partial. We have an immediate reaction here, and then we continue going lower. So I take another partial at the bottom due to this imbalance, right? We have a bunch of liquidity here with an imbalance. So price action comes down into it. What does price action then do? Goes back up into an order block. So I do my add-on position. And as you can see, I have an add-on this whole time. So when I added 1 contract here at this guy, price action came down as an average somewhere around this area. That's my break even. Price action then comes back down. I should have taken a partial here, which I never did. Goes back up into the imbalance, and I took another risk for an add-on, right? I took a risk here. So my average then comes down somewhere around here. So what I do here, price action then comes back down, and I take the remaining partials on this wick right here. And the reason why I take the remaining partials here is because we keep failing to go lower, which means a failure to go lower is now bullish, right? So, but I took the risk, and the risk from this entry to this entry was just about 28 ticks, right? But what I really wanted was the potential to go lower for a break of structure with an imbalance. At that point, this guy right here would have made me so much money. But then I get stopped out, and that's it. So if you're always willing to risk the final runner for a potential of more profit, it's worth the risk. You're gonna get stopped out sooner or later, right? But this guy was an add-on and this guy was an add-on, and I just made extra cash. Look at that, 75 ticks on contracts that you never had in the beginning. And the fact that it's an eval, it's worth taking those risks because at that point, you're better off learning on the evals. Take it easy, buddy. Yep, yep. Bum, bum, bum. See, standard deviation will be the targets for these guys, but I'm personally going to stay away from longs. 5 minute didn't break within balance for me, so I couldn't get in there. Oh, your runner got out? Wait, are you still in with your runner?
Could have sworn they said that shit was false. I read the news yesterday.
All about fake news.
Yep, yep. Totally, man. Control what we
Nice, dude.
hear and do.
Let it run. Let it run.
They said that it was a lot shorter. There's a higher like unemployment rate, but they pumping.
Yeah.
You're up, what, like 300 ticks from entry?
They putting that in so people are reading the news. Oh yeah, we're gonna sell, and they're just like buy, 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 buy.
What the fuck, dude? That's fucking good. That's like
Yo, what was it
100.
at 250? Alright, you got it.
Yeah, that.
You guys took profit on top?
Profit? I'm fucking reporting short.
Oh, you're in shorts. I shorted.
Shorted?
Yeah, I shorted.
I've been shorting the whole day. I just hope this shit doesn't wreck me.
Oh. Oh, no, I'm not shorting right now. I shorted at the 1 minute inverse for rally gap and at the 5 minutes for rally gap. And then my stop loss hit, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's no way I was taking longs because the 5 minute didn't break structure with imbalance, so I couldn't take it. Like, there was no confirmation for me. So what I did was I anticipated that we took out buy side liquidity and it was a hunt. So then we come down, we break structure, we leave an inverse for value with a SIBI. So I just, I took the risk there. That's what I did.
It's good.
So, I mean, you lose some, you win some. Today, I lost it.
Yeah, lost it today too. My funded.
Oh, no way. Your funded account?
Yeah, bro. I was waiting for that silver bullet after they swept that liquidity high, started shorting, and they wanted to keep pumping.
326 ticks, baby. Let's fucking go. Question here is, where's your stop loss
That 15-minute candle on
for that runner? Another thing, are you going to add on? Are you going to add at the 1 minute for rally gap? You see how it broke structure, left a BISI? Or are you going to take your profit whenever you're content? How are you going to work this one out, man? So what I mean is,
Yeah, I'm gonna be studying that unicorn PDF and all kinds of
this guy right here.
DJ videos and all kinds of shit this weekend, bro.
That's all I'm trying to do.
Something like this. Obviously, we don't have targets, so that's the reason I'm not taking longs. I'm not going to chase.
They're like, yeah, you can reset after the talk tonight.
Yeah, dude, that's awesome, man. Because
I'm going to short the market once again,
data mine
once we have a
or
per ready gap.
well, I mean, you don't have to. That's what yesterday when Rhythmic went weird. I bought another account because it was 80% off, you know, and then because it was going to be the same price, I was like, well, I want to trade now. I don't want to trade a month from now. And for,
The month one was one like you blew, right?
yeah, yeah, but then they came back and fixed it.
209. I mean, my stop is at 209.
Happened, right?
Yeah,
Everyone's
yeah,
got fucked. Yeah.
yeah. They totally restored it to the before the shit happened, bro. So now I have two accounts. So I was like, okay, well, I might go
209.
low one.
Right here.
Just be, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Because I don't really want to have to pay all this stuff every month.
Yeah.
But then,
Well, in the case that you do go to take profit, you're just paying there's 40% off every account, and then that's it. There's no more
that's
fees
cool.
after that. Yeah. There's no activation for none of them, even the 150Ks.
And then you have a end of the day trail down. I can't remember what.
So you have
Yeah, dude.
50K.
We got pumps for days, huh?
50K trail down with a 1100 max
It's
loss
all good.
for the day.
It's all good. Yesterday we won about 600 ticks in total profits. I just lost 100 ticks in profits. I'm okay with this loss.
Okay.
That's not bad. They just want to make sure you're consistent, you know, and not just like full porting.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm up about 5 to 700 ticks on the week, so it's a pretty good week. 209 for a stop loss. See, we have a bounce here, honestly.
Humpty Dumpty.
Let's see about. If we break this low with imbalance, I might short. We're already at London close right here, so I'm looking for that reversal. Unless it's one of those days where, you know, price action just pumps the whole time and never comes back down. See, I couldn't go longs because of this wick right here. That's what fucking got me bearish. We also took out pre-market high.
Dare short.
Nah, bro, I'm scarred right now.
I'll short once again. I'm gonna do one more
Boy,
short.
I'm in. Shorting as well.
I'm gonna do it once it breaks structure and it leaves an imbalance. I'll short, but not right now. I'm gonna wait.
Yeah, I just imagine some market maker in there with a little dial turning it, going, let's see if we can dip the handle down to get people to go short.
Bro, that's really how they be doing it. Just drinking a fucking latte. Like, it's all 10 million.
Dun, 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 dun. Did a swing low, swing high, with a possible inverse for rally gap here.
Okay. I gotta study those inverse ones, bro. I'm barely trying to grasp the regular FVGs.
Yeah, high time frame. Yes, dude. Those fucking high time frames are good. Like my white lines are my high time frame. Look at that. Daily, previous day low, sell side liquidity, pre-market, 1 hours.
I gotta study.
Look at this. I got the 4 hours, previous days, daily mean threshold, previous day low.
I'm gonna go for a long.
15 close and leave for rally gap. 15 minute.
Like later in the day
Oh yeah, I didn't even see that.
Yeah, I mean we're approaching.
That's crazy. I never went back to the 15. I missed that completely.
High low.
Probably going for a little short, but go for a little long.
Was the risk worth it here? Yeah, I would have.
Create a fucking wick in 15 minutes. Stupid.
Wow.
2-to-1 ratio. Oh yeah, it was 100% worth it.
All the butts turned on.
Do, 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 do. How much did it go if I would have reversed it? If I would have reversed it, 166.6. That's not too bad. That was my entry. Nice, nice, dude. I couldn't go long, man. My bias was bearish. I had to stick with my bearish bias. The 5-minute protected low. This guy right here was your stop loss. That's not best stop loss. I did expect a bounce from there, but I didn't enter longs. I just went shorts. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I understood the risk here, and let me show you why. Because price action here never took out these lows, so there's no market structure shift on the 5-minute. So my entry here was just based on pure reasoning that this was the high of day. That's literally all I entered for.
Yeah, I mean, so no,
That's the only reason.
when no one shows up to buy the shit you're selling, then that's when you know the top is in. I don't know.
Then I always trade where pre-market high is taken out. I always trade with the bias of going bearish for pre-market low. So that's the rules I have for myself. So I have to respect them. What do we have here? We had a bounce here, nice. And then we have failure to go higher. We have an inverse for value gap here with a BISI. See if this guy gets disrespected. If this guy gets disrespected, I do one more entry again. Then I'll short.
Minute candle because of no wick, and then it's gonna make a big fucking
London closed already, so I'm expecting a reversal for New York.
that's my prediction.
Obviously, if this guy gets disrespected, boom. If I was in longs, I add here. Because I added here, right? So then I take a partial on top. Price action comes back down. I add one more. And then obviously my stop loss would be break even. Wherever the average is at. So like you always have to take these risks. These risks are worth it. Stop below 214. Let's see. Oh, that's pretty good, dude. That's the perfect stop loss right there.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Dude, your add-ons are getting precise and missed precisely. It's all good though, because then earlier it gave you more profits. It gave you more profits. I would have added here. This would have been my add personally. Right here. But I'm looking for shorts though. That's what I'm gonna do. Tuk, 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 tuk. At the balanced price range. Uh, no. When it comes to when I'm in a bullish trend,
Isn't it today
I
about
always
futures also expire because of a new month?
I always go for the BISIs. Always.
I don't know.
BISI here, add on. BISI here, add on.
I don't remember the
And then
of the month.
we break structure,
Yeah, but
so I add again here.
was
Yes, yesterday was the end of the month. I thought.
That's what I do. And
I
then
didn't have anything.
my stop loss is always a break even, so And I never add more than what I have. So I always go for half of what I partialed. So if you have 2 contracts left, then obviously I'm taking 1 contract. If I took my entry at
15.
Oh, okay, 15.
Well, that's how minis go. I think they correlates the same as micros. But yeah, the 15th and then June 21st.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. But that's how we learn, though. We learn by taking these risks.
Man, they really did that with the
Because
news.
let's say you added here.
There's a higher unemployment.
You saw that the failure to go high, you took partials, right? So now let's say, for example, your break even is now here. And then you added here, so then your break even average is now here. But then it goes back up, breaks the high, so you take another partial. So now you have 1 contract left. Comes back down into an imbalance, so you add on. And let's say, for example, when you add it here, price action then goes higher and then comes down and takes you out. Then you just lost these 2 runners. Yeah. Right here was your first add-on. Here. Oh, I would have never added here. But definitely here, you should have added here. Right here was the add-on that I was talking about. And then I would have added here as well. And then I would have added here as well. And then risking the remaining contracts at break even. You know, but I'm looking for short, so I'm looking for this now. So I'm a short. 1 more time for the day, and that's it. You add it out? Yes. Yes. There's an imbalance right there. At the end of the day, remember, if you add it, what are you going to lose if your stop losses are break even? Nothing. But if you gain another 30, 40 ticks, that's still worth it. You know?
Watching the ball.
Sorry, I had to rush.
Let's see.
Still rallying?
Yeah.
I'm looking for this thing to drop. That's what I want to see.
Shit.
How we doing, boys?
What's up, man? You killing it?
One more short for me,
So how
guys.
much you made? Like, what takes?
150.
Sweet.
153.
Dubs?
Good job, man. Good job. That's awesome.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Sweet.
Did Dubs take anything?
Yeah, I took shorts.
Took shorts?
Yeah, I took a loss.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
I had the potential to reverse, but yesterday I did that and I got fucked on one account. So today I came in with the mentality of just holding till my stop loss is meant to be, right? So I came in with the mentality to get stopped.
IFVG, like, I was in the shorts as well.
I mean, I saw green, but I didn't take anything.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to just respect my rules. That's what I did.
That's a W in itself, bro.
Yeah, it is a W. Yep. So, but yesterday I took about $600 to $700. I mean, 700 tick profits in total. So I lost 100 ticks today, and that's not has nothing to do with yesterday's wins.
Yeah, because I was watching your live and you were bearish. You were looking for that BISI to, crack down.
Oh yeah, that's where I entered most contracts at the inverse for rally gap. That's why I went to bears.
I was bearish, honestly, walking into today. I wanted to see a break or a low.
I see.
Looking for that liquidity.
That was the plan, but I'm glad like this initially gave us like 250 ticks pre-market, like at the initial range. That was good.
Dun-dum-bum-bum. See a failure to go higher?
It was like 130.
That's a good sign for us.
Then Pelosi
I want to
stopped
short
it,
this shit.
stopped me out, so I burned like, let's say,
But I'm not going to short until we have a break of structure with an imbalance. So
so then I came down to like
that
2K,
for sure I'm going to
then
stay
I took
patient.
the in, which when it broke the
What's your
the
average at, Rom?
all time high. So then I got back in, I hooked up like 2K. Like I was like up.
What's your stop loss at? Your average. Just I know if you added it went up. Alright, seems like we're breaking structure. So this right here could be the buy side liquidity hunt. On ES, failure to go higher. I'm looking for an imbalance. Break a structure so we can short. That's what I'm looking for now. We lost 100 ticks, so I'm looking for a 200 tick win. If I take another loss, I'm walking away for the day, and that's it. We end the red. At the balanced price range. I'm still hold the runner. Awesome. Wait, do you even have a stop loss for it? Oh, your add-on got stopped. Right here. Go ahead, take some right here. I'm going in light. Very, very light. Broke structure, we left an imbalance. If we break one more structure, we leave another imbalance, I'll go in heavy.
Gonna make that red 50-minute candle.
I'm gonna risk $100 on this trade. Or just a little bit more than $100.
Yes.
Well,
This would be
in a risk for radical gap here.
the second leg, right? The first leg, and then we have a completion.
Boom, boom,
Second
boom.
leg.
Boom, 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 boom. I'm not gonna add here. The reason why I'm not adding here is because I want to be able to have the stop all the way to the top without risking so much money. I'm looking for one more break with an imbalance, and then I'm gonna add about 12 contracts. So right now I'm only down $30, so it's not too bad. What up, gamer? I closed one because we below 2 fair value gaps. Okay, I see. This thing's still bullish. I'm taking a small risk here. Need to work on holding positions, man. Yes, you keep closing way too soon. I'm telling you, buddy. You gotta sacrifice a runner for the infinite void. That's what Ram and I were talking about right now. It's like I was telling him that it's always good to just let a runner run. Like right now, I shorted broke structure with a SIBI, and I went in with 6 micros, right? Because if it goes against me and breaks a high, I don't care. I'm losing what, $150 or so. You had a perfect entry. I'm assuming you went longs at the very bottom. I'm looking for a break of structure right here on the 5-minute. We have SMT. Let's see if price action goes higher here. Do not take these trades, please. I'm taking it on evals. I'm not in a funded account right now. I only take my funded account trades on the 5-minute break of structure. The 5-minute time frame only. All right, let's see what you got. Yeah, you got the same trade that Rom did. 15-minute for rally gap. Smart guy, smart guy. I need to learn to let 2 contracts ride and sell 4. Well, sell 4 where you want your main TP, and then let 2 runners run, and then play around with them, like add positions, let the runners take partials, add another set of positions, and just trail your stop loss or break even, like sacrifice them. You know, like there's so many potential add-ons here today, right? For bulls. Obviously, I was in bears, so I didn't add on, and I took the loss. But so many potentials for add-ons here, at the bottom here. You know, it's like so many potentials.
I think we're going to 255.
I want to see if this guy breaks and closes below a low with a fair rally gap. I want it to break the low. That's what I want. If we leave a fair rally gap and break the low, I'm going to go in heavy. And I'll put my stop loss at the highs.
Shorts going.
Right, I'll put my stop loss at the highs. So we need to leave an imbalance. That's what we really want. I enter shorts. If we break and close below the low with a fair value gap, I'll go in with more contracts. All right, we broke and closed below a low. So what I'm gonna do here, I want to tap into this guy. I take partials. When we come up here, I re-add. Right? So let's see if we go a bit tad lower. If we don't, I secure something here. Let's see if we leave an imbalance here. See how I secure something here? We're almost at break even. So I'm looking to see if this is an imbalance. I still add it here, but if we leave an imbalance, I'm gonna add up here, and then my stop loss is gonna be the high, and that's gonna be my heavy trade. Yeah, now sure did we leave fair value gap? Hell yeah. I'm with you, Ron. I'm with you. All right, go a bit higher, buddy. All right, I'm gonna set my limit order here at the fair value gap. That's if it, Jesus Christ, it tapped into it, didn't go to consequent encroachment. See if we go to consequent encroachment. We need to break this guy right here. So we need. Did you get in, Rom? I didn't get in. I didn't get my add-ons. I might just add here. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, seems like. All right. I'm gonna add more here. I'm gonna take the risk. Not yet. Okay, good, good. Say we break and close below this low.
Lower time frame is setting up for a really good short.
We need to have a break and close below this low with a fair rally gap so we can add more. And then we take partials at the bottom. And then when it comes back up, I'm gonna add more. That's what I'm gonna do.
15 is also setting up for a short.
You said what now?
The 15 minute is also setting up for a short. the one and
The
the
consequent
rest
encroachment on
is
top.
short. If
I'm gonna add maybe 2 contracts, but I'm not gonna go in heavy. I'm already in with 9 contracts, so I'm gonna try to trim down here. I'm trying to trim so I can add more. But yes, I'll still add more there. I mean, it's a risk, right? But it's a risk I'm willing to take. If I take a loss, I take a loss.
then again, pairs created a wick on the 15, and then it seems like it's close to flipping bullish again.
I'm not gonna go into heavy. We saw about like 44 ticks or so. I wasn't fast enough to take a trim here. I was pretty slow. Say we pump higher.
Do you enter for a short or a long?
Entered for a short off the 1 minute fair value.
Yeah. And right now, the fucking candle on the 15 is flipping bullish.
It's my last trade of the day, guys. If I take a loss here, I'm just gonna walk away for the day. You know, we're countering the bears. I mean the bulls.
Nasty.
Very risky, but worth it.
Maybe a sweep or a double top.
Dun, 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 dun.
Rejection.
NQ, right?
Yeah.
I feel like people would probably enter here because it's at the quota bracket. I know I would. We'll see how the next 1 minute candle closes.
It's looking like it's bouncing off of order block.
Mm-hmm.
Right at 232.
We came into this inverse for rally gap here. Let's see how well this guy gets respected. Obviously, it got respected here. We go back into it, got respected again. Or possibly. We have to disrespect this BISI here. We have to.
They're fucking shit up today, boys.
Yeah.
They really are. I know the order block's right there. Come back, hit it. Come back and hit it.
Obviously, if you guys hit break even, we could always de-risk. I'm a hold. I'm personally gonna hold. If I take a loss here, that's it. If we don't, we're gonna win big. We're gonna hold this shit.
Maybe the next 15-minute candle will see if it pump down. Maybe this could end like a doji.
That would be good.
That would be good, but I would probably wait for the next 5 minutes.
We need to disrespect this guy right here. The disrespect.
Like
Disrespect.
235 again.
You said 235?
Yeah, 235 is where I'm looking to enter a short.
Stop loss.
Actually, that info,
59. So I'm gonna do 69 ticks.
I haven't
Right there. So I'm gonna be my stop loss. Same thing again on the 5 minute. We didn't break structure, so there's no. This right here is not bearish yet, right? But I entered anticipating that this is gonna be the high of day. Same reason why I entered over here. Now, if I get fucked here, I'm walking away for the day. And obviously come back and regroup. Why should be one of those days where it just pumps and never comes back down? That's possible.
Hourly, the 10 o'clock hour.
This will be a massive red day.
It went down as far as
Mm-hmm.
so there's like a lot of something
We
going
just broke structure with a possible SIBI. It's not a good thing.
tank.
That's a good thing.
That's in the next 15 minutes, hopefully.
Dun, 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 dun.
Flickering of the candles, like it's such a weird thing going on.
Yeah, it's like
ES is at a 5-minute SIBI. See if we can respect this guy.
It's like, okay, we're gonna drop, and then it's just like, okay, back up. Fucking
you got
orders
Pelosi,
pumping in.
you got Pelosi versus Trump right now.
Also in 45 minutes, we got our first speaker, so
Oh yeah.
15-minute fair value.
At 12:15, guys, we have a speaker. So hopefully we're not inside this trade by then. That motherfucker get everything all wiki.
I think I want to enter a short here soon. I don't know. On this little mini trend up. I want to see a break. Break under the trend.
Are you in longs realm? You got out, right? Dun, 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 dun. Bum, 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 bum. You know, lesson of the day is, especially down here, if we see potentials add-ons, why not de-risk, right? So that could have been a nice lesson here today. We could have just either de-risk, half size, take the loss like that, or, I mean, even reverse, but I couldn't reverse. Well, this thing's planning to go lower and higher. We're about to approach lunch too. That's not a good thing. Speaker is gay. I mean, it's still a 2-star speaker, so I mean, kind of news. Wait. Let me see. Yeah, it's still a 2-star. Then we have the Fed Daily at 1:30.
You get filled. I'm at 35. There's a 15-minute fair value. Like what, 216?
Add one more here. Dun, 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 dun. Once we break these lows, I'm moving my stop loss all the way to this high.
I would like to see a wick of the
Right? So right now, I'm anticipating that this is a high of day. Obviously, on the 5-minute, it's still not bearish. This is not a bearish move yet. We need to break and damage the lows. Or we need to at least break these lows for it to be bearish.
would be a good timing because it's rejection.
So this is still a high risk short, 100%.
1 hour as well. If it does that, just strong as fuck.
Price action makes you want to kill yourself. I mean, yes.
This 30-minute candle kind of feels like a bogey too.
Well, put it this way, Hips. Based on the rules that you created,
30?
did you have to enter a trade today on your PA?
Still got 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Because I'm still on eval, right? I still have not traded on PA. Why? Because we only take trades on the 5-minute time frame for PAs, which we still have no entry, right? This guy fucked this up right here. So I haven't taken a PA entry because of that reason. Right? That my rules have not been respected yet. So see? No, sir. Exactly. So you should never be a. I'm only trading eval. Good shit. That's what I'm trading. I'm trading an eval as well.
A little volume imbalance.
All right, we gotta respect our rules when it comes to the funded accounts. If our A plus setup is not there, there's no reason for us to be in the trade. Nice, nice, smart.
Wonder how gold has been oh my god.
On evals, I love risking these right here. You know, I still have stop losses and everything, but I go in heavier than usual. I'm never in with 16 micros on my fundeds. I'm always in with 10 micros, 8 micros. You know, I don't risk more than 200 bucks. On evals, I trade a strategy, a 1 minute inverse. I love trading these inverses. If I take a loss, I take a loss. Dubs, play music. I'm gonna send you a song. I don't know how to put music here on YouTube.
But isn't it usually like that?
I do not know how to do that.
Stocks tank?
I'll have to search it up and I'll play some.
Supposedly, right?
Fucking both of them just fucking massive pump.
You guys ever trade gold?
Yeah, I used to trade.
ES is disrespecting this Sibi.
Yeah, I think we're gonna make a new high.
Travis Scott, My Eyes, song name.
Break high, tap them in, and then dump in 25 minutes.
That sounds pretty good.
Might take a loss here today, boys. I might take a loss again.
Market structure, right?
Dun, dun, dun.
Should be a good one.
My stop got hit. Nice, nice. Respect the stop loss.
Who knows, man? These market has been.
No show for me. Nice. You went longs, huh? I'm assuming you were in longs.
Didn't make a new high, did it?
No, hit another order block.
There it is.
This team's very bullish. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna walk away. GG. Accidentally lost. And Ripperoni. I'm gonna walk for the day. I'm taking this loss on the evals. Actually, I still have 3 contracts left. What the hell? Oh, I forgot that I added more. Well, I'm gonna keep it. Put a stop loss here at the high. Yeah, take it easy, guys. There's no A plus setup today. You know, we always want the 5-minute time frame. I didn't enter here because this was not at the time zone. 9:45. We had 10 a.m. news, so we couldn't enter. So this would have been a great setup here. Other than that, I didn't take a trade. I'm gonna stay blank on my PA, and then on the evals, I took 2 losses. So I'll catch up with you guys later, man. Take it easy.
Speaker 1 hour and 50 minutes after that as well. And then we got a speaker at 9:30 p.m.
By the way, Rob, good shit today. I love those longs. Great stuff, dude.
I guess it's half an hour before.
Oh, you did take shorts. Oh, I thought you were in longs. I honestly thought you took longs.
This could be
We are rejecting though. Don't lie.
When did you enter shorts?
could be a pump and dump thing.
I'm assuming you entered here. And then you had to stop right here at this high.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
5 minutes just opened. Might want to touch on other ones. Not liking this 15-minute though.
No. Looks like shit.
All right, guys. Well, I'll catch up with you guys later.